Hey there guys, Rothbox here, and we're finally here with Wilds of Eldraine. The set is finally out. Super excited to be here after how horribly broken the first one is. And this time we're doing something a little special. I do have, of course, Noah, my legally obligated co-host. Say hi, Noah.
Hi, Noah.
I'm gonna fight you. Well, besides Noah, and I'll get back to him later, because right now he's in the timeout chair, I also have, bringing back a fan favorite, the mono white guy, Charles himself. Charles, I'm so excited to have you back. How are you doing, sir?
Holy shit, who likes me?
I've actually had multiple people going, Charles, oh, granted, Charles is very insightful. Our vintage cube draft, he goes, this is really interesting to hear him talk about all these things. And I was like, I know, it's what he's really good at.
Oh yeah, I guess there's that. I mean, we didn't do very well though, so I don't know if that actually translates to anything.
But yeah, so both of you guys, I guess, I'll start with Noah. So new set, I don't know if have you drafted any yet?
I played 2 pre-releases, but I haven't drafted yet.
Okay, and what is your favorite of the archetypes so far?
Dimir Fairies, duh.
Hell yeah. Alright, and Charles, same question.
So I haven't really done any drafts, but I've spectated my friend Jason, who you've had on this show.
Yep, also been on the channel. Yep, draft expert.
Yep. Yeah, he drafted a Simic deck. I mean, he really liked the whole Simic card draw loop thing. I really want to try out blue-white tappers. I haven't done it yet, but it looks really cool. Really wanted to try it out in the pre-release, but I ended up building like black-white rolls or auras because I had Ariette and that one uncommon black-white legend as well.
Oh, Neva.
Neva, yeah. The one with Menace. I mean, they were both really good in my deck and stuff. The Bunnicorn seems actually really powerful now that I've taken a closer look at it, because it's like number of non-land permanents, which is insane considering like how many permanents come with another permanent.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of 2-for-1s in this set. Yeah.
And the
also,
rats.
Just slap a monster roll on it and go to town.
Yeah, and the rats. Give it trample and watch people just die really fast. But yeah, the rat-focused decks also seem really strong and aggressive. It looks like a very interesting format. You know, there's like some aspects of control and then other aspects of, well, I'm never blocking because I have rats, or this trade is never profitable, and I don't know. It seems like a weird hodgepodge because I played with the pre-release and some games were really fast and other games were really slow.
Yeah, so I've only played the pre-release and I played 1 draft and 1 sealed. I got 7 wins in both sealed and draft because I'm an expert.
Boo this man!
I found Black-White Bargain is a really cool archetype, but it is kind of finicky in what you open. Blue-White seems really cool. It's like an interesting archetype they've never really done before for Blue-White. But it's something that's like very dependent on what uncommons you open, because the common pool at depth is like kind of medium. There's not a lot of payoff other than like, I guess, having just a tapper. But like, there's some really cool archetypes, and like, yeah, as you're saying, like red-black is so fast. Like, you just go so wide with rats so quickly. But like, you can get some really cool grindy games with like the rolls and green-white and green-blue, and I think it'll be interesting. I think for sure it's definitely like got some legs to it. But yeah, I guess let's get into this draft and see how we do.
Oh, you should take the goose.
Is that Mother Goose?
You mean the goose that is loose?
Yes.
Did anyone here
we're,
play
we're unloosing the goose.
Did anyone here play Twilight Sword? No, Skyward Sword.
Look.
Hey, my fault, everybody wants some goose. Ladies after my caboose, 'cause this goose is getting loose, Zelda.
Skyward Sword? No. But give me a second. Let's look at what our other options are and what might rotate. So, that one seems pretty cool. I mean, it's like an Aerial Elemental or Inspiring Overseer or whatever. And it has a pretty decent adventure ability. Let's take a look at the red card.
Sure. Sorry, Boundary Lands Ranger? Yeah, so this is part of the green-red archetype. If you have power 4 or greater, you get an effect. In this case, you Rummage. For a 2/2, it's pretty good.
And Garrick's Uprising actually works pretty well.
This card's been really good in this format, giving all your things trample automatically and drawing cards when you play big creatures, which is great with the green-blue or green-red archetypes. Royal Treatment.
Yeah, I guarantee that. Yeah.
Royal Treatment is just 1 mana, give a creature hexproof, and +1/+1 reward 1 forever. Like, that's really good, actually. Like, there's a lot of really good uncommons in that set.
So, all right, let's
So
take a
that
look
waste.
at our next pack. The 4-mana 4/4 is pretty good.
Yeah. I like this guy. Just good value, vigilance, and haste if you have a guy in adventure, which is great for something red and blue decks.
Let's just see if we need to pivot, if there's something that we should be considering in case we want to pivot into it. So, there were a lot
I
of green cards in
like
the previous
waste
pod.
not, but I don't think that the discard archetype's really in this format.
It's not.
strong
Yeah.
enough. To
So Dream Spoilers is a crazy good card in the blue black fairies deck. It's an original Lorwyn reprint from that block. Knight of Doves is like a really good bargain card. Like if you're able to put lots of rolls and stuff and have them fall off, or have the creature die, or bargain them away, you get birds every time. And Return from the Wild is also just a good green card. Just, I mean, 3 mana, and like you get to choose: do I need food? Do I need a token? Do I need a land? And it's like pretty flexible.
What's mice?
3/1, but if you have the celebration, it gets +0/+2, which means it comes to 3/3. It is a pretty good celebration card, but it's replaceable, I've found.
Yeah.
This card's very good. Return
Yeah,
up 2 dark creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. If the spell's bargained, if one of them costs 4 or less, you put it onto the battlefield.
Wow.
That's very strong.
It is very good.
Is it what's Vampiric Rites?
Yes, Vampiric Rites. The classic 2 mana sacrifice a creature, gain a life, draw a card. Very good in the rats deck also. You just attack with all your rats, they block one of them, cool.
These are some very good black cards that we're seeing
There are, but also I'm wondering if now if
Yeah.
we pivot into black, like
Well, yeah. There's some considerations for that. Our first pack had like actually a dominant number of green cards, I believe, and it seems like the auto pick is on the mana dork. The knight is also pretty good.
oh, the Savior of the Sleeping, yeah. I think I'm leaning towards the Mana Dork because we already have the Goose Mother who wants big cast, 4 mana for Guile-Fang. I think just having a Mana Dork is just
Yep.
powerful. Okay, there's some good options
Karmic
here.
Justice?
Karmic Justice, yes. It's actually not bad in this format just because it means so many things that your opponent wants to blow up they can't anymore. Ferocious Werefox is good. It just puts a monster roll on something for 2 mana at instant speed, so it is a combat trick. And then
Has trample.
Yep, and it's an adventure. Graceful Takedown just removal spells.
Wait, can I read?
Yeah,
Graceful?
the Werefox overperforms for me in the green deck I played.
The Werefox is pretty good based on what I've seen it do. But the green removal might need to be like our priority.
Yeah, that's probably true, just because it is green removal, which
Yeah,
already doesn't
I
have a
agree.
ton. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's an uncommon.
Yeah, I think that's smart. I think that's a good call here. Ooh, okay. This pack is almost entirely white. Glass Casket, crazy card. Grasp of Fate, less good in 1v1, but still good.
It's still really good. It's an Oblivion Ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Courtier is actually hilarious in the bargain deck, but it's terrible outside of it. Candy Grapple is one of the best removal spells in this format at common.
Candy Grapple. Yeah. Candy
Yeah,
Grapple.
that card is so good.
So in that case, do
We
we want
might need to be pivoting into black here.
Yeah,
and
so-
cutting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
because-
keep seeing a lot of good black cards.
I like
If
yeah.
Candy Grapple's in the pack this late, then it means black is probably pretty open.
I would agree with that. Especially because Grasp of Fate I like, but it's double white and having to pivot like that. This makes us at least we can kind of pivot black. Like
Candy Grapple. Yeah.
Yeah.
Grasp of Fate mostly will hit just a creature, so Candy Grapple does what Grasp of Fate is doing. The Conceited Witch is also really good, by the way.
Yeah, so I was looking at both Conceited Witch for the green version and Beanstalk Worm for the black version for Conceited Witch, green version for Beanstalk Worm, just because it lets you explore early. Late game it's a 5/4 reach, which is really good against the fairies deck. But I think Conceited Witch is strong.
I think the Witch is really good because she comes out sooner than the Worm. And the one thing that the Worm is missing is the card draw from Explore. I think the cantrip from Explore made it so important.
Sure.
And yeah. What's the blue card?
The blue card, so this is the one that if you bargain, you put a curse roll
Oh,
on
no,
something,
no,
or it's
no.
3/4. Oh, the misleading
Yeah,
votes? Yeah. Attacking or blocking creature on the top or bottom of your opponent's library.
I see.
Okay, so we've got a couple options in our colors. Moment of Valor, I think, is a good trick, but white. Baronauti is just a 1/3 flyer. If you have another Fairy's Lifelink, you can pump it for really expensive. Hopeless Nightmare is really good in the bargain deck. Same thing, they discard a card, lose 2 life, and then you can just bargain it away and scry 2.
This card is really good.
I don't.
What's the other black card?
Warehouse Tabby, whenever an enchantment falls in your graveyard, you make a 1/1 rat, and you can give this Death Touch for 2 mana.
Okay.
Which is also not bad. I like the
I might
Hopeless
take the Nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Hopeless Nightmare seems like
Okay, so interesting. So the Blue's Gatekeeper's good for the adventure cost, but in our colors, Ares Whisper, discard your cards and make a Wicked roll. It's okay, 4 mana. The Hollow Scavenger is good with the food deck, which is the black-green deck technically, and then another mana dork.
I would take the Scavenger here.
That's what I'm
I
thinking
think
as
the
well.
Scavengers are the pick.
Yeah, I was actually really impressed by this at the pre-release. Ooh, oh, this is difficult. Okay, so we have a couple options here. We have Garrick's Uprising for big creatures, Royal Treatment for a basically protection from removal. I do not want to play Brave of the Wilds.
I don't think Garrick's Uprising is going to fit in this deck.
Okay.
I would. So, what's the Royal? Oh, that's the one where it gains Royal.
Yeah,
Whatever.
Royal Roll and gets Hexproof and that token. Yeah, so I'm just take that for now to have one because nothing else in the pack was, I think,
Yeah, it
amazing.
seems pretty good here.
I like some of these white cards. Return of Triumphant's good, but it's just, is it worth pivoting when I think Warehouse Tabby's still a good card in our deck?
Take the Tabby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Tabby's
All right, Sugar.
pretty decent.
What's the green aura?
+2/+2 and 5 mana to return from your graveyard to your hand. It's kind of not great. Do I just take a Soul Guide as a side? No, but there's no sideboard.
I'd probably take the Sugar Rush.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a cantrip pump up.
Well, there's a Werefox that wield, so that's good for us. We're in the right colors.
Yeah.
We are in the right color.
Which is funny because the Spider Food was also there, and I actually really like Spider Food.
Give it the good white card.
Yes. Okay. Okay. We got us a 3 blind mice to make a 1/1 white mouse, create a token target copy of target token you control, and then a creatures you control get +1/+1 of vigilance on the turn, which is fine. This is really good. This is the white blue payoff card. This card's very good. Whenever you make some tap something, you get a draw card. Like, that's crazy. This pack.
Yeah, I think we're a
sucks
little
for us.
far
Oh,
away from this.
so there's Greta, which is the gold, black, green card, which is very good. Minstrel.
Yeah, Greta's pretty good.
I think we take Greta here.
Yeah. Unless we want to pivot back to blue, but blue's like fine. Splashy Spellcast is all we got. It's not really great. And I don't mind if Minstrosity, I think, might wheel, and I think that card's actually going to be pretty good in our deck.
Yeah, Minstrosity
Yeah.
will likely wheel. And we'll see more of it. So,
Okay. So there's...
What's the black-red card?
This one? So you target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to any other target, then you sacrifice the creature, and then this guy enters the battlefield with a 1/1 counter for each creature that died under your control this turn. It's okay. This card's really good, the red-white deck. You make 2 knights for 5, and also he just comes into play and all creatures get +1/+0 in haste. Like,
Yeah, he looks pretty badass. I would take the giant though.
yeah, this card's
This guy
crazy.
Yeah, this card's really good. Costs 2 less.
Yeah.
You bargain for it, and we're in the business of making food, and hopefully the Minstrosity will roll around, and that will make food as well. What's the Green Saga?
So you make a 1/1 human, then you make a food, and you put X 1/1 counters on target creature you control, X number of foods you control +1. This card I found was very good. Like, you just make
Yeah.
so much stuff on
What's,
the board.
What
Nature's,
does Nature's Will do?
whenever
Yeah.
whenever one or more creatures you control do a common damage to a player, you
Oh,
tap
okay.
their lands and untap yours.
From the Kamigawa set.
Yeah, which is like, we don't have anything to really take advantage of it.
No, I would take the Saga over Nature's
Yeah.
Will. Nature's Will is a commander.
Yeah, I
card.
like the Saga here.
It's not a
Ooh.
limited card.
Okay, so there's a back for seconds, but there is also just a straight up removal
Shatter
spell.
the Oath. Take Shatter the Oath. That card's a premium pick.
The Shatter of the Oath is like or is a common. I kind of am leaning more towards the Reanimate spell.
So I would say in this format,
Okay.
removal spell is a lot harder to come by than you think it would be.
Yes.
Which means also there's another Gale Fang or a Shatter, which I think are both good picks here.
I would take the Gale Fang right now. We already have a couple of removal spells, but Shatter of the Oath is important because it actually targets enchantments.
Oh, true.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm kind of cool having a 4/4 there. There's once again. All right, so we have a witch.
Another.
We got a Werefox.
Let's see. What does Werefox do? Does it make a food token?
It makes a monster roll attached to a creature you control,
Oh, it makes a.
but also at instant speed, which is like the big part of it. Also, we could splash white for Griffinary with our food deck. I'm just saying, make a lot of birds.
Yeah, I mean that is a really good synergy there, but let's stay focused.
I think I'm taking Werefox. We have like 3 seconds, so I think
Sure, take the Werefox.
there's another Welcome to Sweet Tooth.
What is Welcome to Sweet? Oh,
The Green Saga.
What's the green? What's the other green card?
Commune with nature. You look
Oh,
at
okay.
yeah.
What's the black card?
So whenever an enchantment you control is put to your graveyard, each opponent loses a life. It's just a 2/2 for 2.
Oh wow, that's really good.
It is definitely not bad.
I would take the Green Saga though. That's just a lot of value.
Yeah, it's also uncommon still, so if we find some of those, okay. Interesting. So Up the Beanstalk is great if you have, like I said, 5 mana valued cards, which right now we don't. Utopia Sprawl is just good mana fixing and ramp, and then First Were Fox we already have 2 of. I'm feeling Utopia Sprawl.
Utopia Sprawl might be good. I was also thinking of just getting another Fox.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. My
Yeah,
thought,
I like Utopia.
my thought with Sprawl is that we can use it to splash the Goose Mother really easily.
What's Dark Tutelage?
It's Dark Confidant's ability on an enchantment. Which, in our deck with a 7-drop, I will not do
Yeah,
it.
Take the Monstrosity.
Oof, yeah.
Holy shibbity. Okay, do I just take a fawn here or a spider food? Or a fox? I can take another one.
Take another Fox.
Okay. I do not think I'm playing the Titanic Growth, but I can throw it on the sideboard. Yeah, I think there's nothing else.
Titanic Growth is pretty good, but
It isn't bad for sure. I'm probably gonna put this Sugar Rush on the sideboard also, just for now.
you should probably put the Goose in the sideboard.
Yeah, you can't tell me what to do. The Goose will be loose.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, we're probably not playing it, but we'll see. Total Admirer is not even a bad card. It is slow though, so we'll see. Sky Beast Tracker. I think this card's pretty bad, but it does have reach, and sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
It's a 2/4 with reach for
It's a-
4.
Yeah, and then when you cast a spell that costs 5 or more, you create a food token.
That's pretty good. It's one of those cards that makes the game slow.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. There's a Primal Vigor. There's another Gale Fang. There's a Tempest Heart. 4 mana. Whenever you cast a mana spell, 5 or greater, put a 1/1 counter on it. Okay. Another tracker. Akathos is for activated abilities, which is really good, but not our colors.
We'll
Yeah.
probably take the 4/4 Vigilance guy.
But I'm wondering if it's our curve. We have 5 people in that spot right now. I think you're probably right, but
I mean, I think he's just the 4/4 Vigilance is probably just a better version of the Werefox, and then we'll make cuts appropriately. I think we need to focus more on like our 3 drops right now.
sure. I mean, I think that's totally fair. Feral Encounter. Look at
Ooh,
the
that's really good. Let's
top
take
5 cards of
that.
your library, you exile a creature card among them, put the rest on the bottom. You may cast an extra card this turn at the beginning of your next combat phase. Ah, yeah, that seems good. All right, into the deck you go.
It's just a premium removal spell right there.
That is wild. Because it's just like, okay, I mean, I guess to be fair, your creature's gonna cost 2 more mana. But that's still pretty good.
Oh Jesus.
You could just also choose not to cast any creature and just have a creature.
Oh, what? That's wild. Okay, I didn't even read that part. I assumed it had to be that creature.
Nope.
Okay, food deck. Sweet Tooth Witch is a
We choose which is
great
really
card.
good. Also, the apple's really good.
The apple's
Sweet Tooth Witch is
surprisingly
pretty good.
decent, but you need good ways to deal with the creature. It's fine on its own, but 4 mana like threatens a little rough. But if you have any of the sacrifice stuff, it is good. And there are a couple things that let you do it.
It's also a burn spell.
That's true. But with Sweet Tooth Witch, all our foods are burn spell. And that's the best part.
So is the apple. We should take the other witch that gives menace.
But Scream Puff, I
Whenever
love.
Scream- Oh wow, yeah, that's really good. We should take the Scream Puff actually.
I kind of just like it to like smooth our curve out a little bit. Also, it's like that card's genuinely just like
Scream
a
Puff is just like it blocks ferocious werefoxes.
yeah,
by the way.
it blocks like things for days, and then occasionally you're just like, I'm gonna hit you, and then when I do, I get free food. So like you could even attack in and then like be able to survive the crackback. And there's oh my god, so holy crap. Okay, so we have the back for seconds.
Yeah.
We have Scream Puff. We also have another Hamlet Glutton, which is also once again crazy.
If we pass a third back for second, I'm gonna fucking lose it.
Okay.
I mean, well, what are our targets? So I guess we get like ferocious werewolves and
Or the Gale
Howling.
Fangs. We can get back Greta's. We also get 2 creatures back in
Yeah.
general.
I don't know how good that play pattern is. We have to have things already in the bin, and I feel like we're just playing more threats than we're necessarily binning things.
I mean, I think throughout the natural course of the game, you're gonna have stuff die. Like if they don't kill our Howling Gale Fang, it means we're just
black.
winning.
What's the black sorcery? The one
This
in
is
the middle?
you look at their
The
hand
one
and
in
pick.
the middle.
Oh, this is just the Eris Whisper that discard 2 cards, make a wicked token.
Oh, I see.
I think the genealogy is actually pretty decent. Rat Out is kind of hilarious.
Rat Out is very good actually. It kills a bun. It kills like
Rat
a
Out's-
turn 2 Bunnicorn.
It kills a lot of things, to be fair. There's even another Root Rider Horn, Jesus, or Fawn. I don't think I'm playing any of these.
Let's brave the wilds.
This is it's lay of the land. So you, or if you bargain it, you make a land a 3/3 until end of turn.
It doesn't say until on a turn.
Whatever. I'm still not playing it. This card's still bad.
Get the guy with Defender.
I mean, yeah, that's the problem. Like
We have a lot of 4 power guys.
Yeah, I still don't. It's even then. It's still just a 2/3 for 2 that attacks. Like it's pretty mid. We might play the Scarecrow Guide for some fixing if we need to. I doubt it, but weirder things have happened. And these last couple picks anyway, I'm just gonna throw in the side.
I feel like you should have taken the Sugar Rush.
Nah, I don't think Sugar Rush is that great. It doesn't give you any toughness at all. It's a 2-mana trick that sure cantrips, but the fact that you're almost always just 2-4ing yourself. I guess you're 2 for 2ing yourself, but still, like I don't particularly love it.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty good if you're fighting things or biting things.
I think it's fair.
Anyway, all right. And it helps close the game out. So let's figure out what this deck wants to be or do. I don't know if Hopeless Nightmare does anything with this deck because we're not balancing it or recurring it.
Yeah.
Rat Out is pretty good. Warehouse Tabby, let's look at this more closely. So whenever enchantment you control is put to your graveyard, right, you make a rat. And we do swap out roles quite a bit, so I think the Tabby is fine. Utopia Sprawl, I guess, is like okay for now.
I think some of it is Utopia Sprawl and Goose Mother are like a package. If we're not running one, we're not running the other. So if we're trying to find cuts we really need to make, so Goose Mother I think is crazy strong, especially with a deck that makes foods. The fact that we can just have the synergy there. That being said, if we're really killing our mana base to do so, I don't think it's worth it because it would also be like
yeah, I think you should cut. I prefer consistency over power and impact. So, all right, Candy Grapple has to stay. That's just really good.
Yep.
Minstrosity is also solid. I mean, this thing actually kills a Werefox. I'm just basically rating things by Werefox values at this point.
I mean, that's fair.
Like, Werefox is like such a common card, but it's also pretty powerful, and things that kill Werefoxes are pretty good. All right, so Graceful Takedown is our removal spell.
Yep.
I don't think we need 2 mana dorks. I think we really only need 1.
So that's what I'm trying to figure out though. So the fact that we would get to, I guess we prefer curving out to because we played Root Rider on 2 and then into a Werefox or a Howling Gale Fang on 3 does seem very good, and the increased consistency of getting that is potentially really good.
That might be true.
That being
but-
said, I think I do at least want to cut 1.
All right, so Back for Seconds. I guess we'll see how good Back for Seconds is, but I'm not very enthusiastic about that card. I just think that like we're carving out into threats and we're continuing playing threats. If we have something that's in the graveyard, I guess we could try to bargain it back, or we could just play it like another threat. And the problem with Back for Seconds is that you need to have a threat in your graveyard. So it's not a card that we win more with. It's a card that we, play if we're losing.
No, so I don't disagree. I don't agree with that at all. So this is like we're green black. We are a grindy value deck. Like sure we have some aggressive threats with monsters, which is the thing is like so that's the whole point is that if we play a Gale Fang and a Werefox and they deal with them, like the fact that we can then use our food to slowly gain more value and use Back for Seconds to buy back our big threats that are hard to deal with. So now they're having to spend multiple things to deal with our guys, and Back for Seconds is innately a 2-for-1, a 3 mana sacrifice a food or roll on something we don't need, and then get back Galefang plus Greta into our hand. Like, that is insane value. And, like, even just, like, our 3-drops, like, getting it back the guy who makes a roll, or...
We're gonna have Terminus back.
I guess you could see it that way. I'm just thinking, like, we have so many good threats already. Like, we could always just play, like, another threat, is the other thing. I think if we're running back for seconds, I would probably just cut a Ferocious Werefox then.
I mean, I was thinking I would do that anyway, because I don't like having 6 like drops for that spot. I'm also thinking about just going to 16 lands. Our curve really just ends at 5. Like, this guy cost 5.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, also, seconds towards the end of the game is 2 threats.
Is Royal Treatment really that good?
I mean, I think, like I said, removal in this format is pretty slow and, like, pretty expensive. So you have something like Shadow Neos, 5 mana, right? 1 mana, I'm countering your removal spell, and my creature gets +1/+1 and ward 1 forever.
We're going to have 1 mana up if we're curving out every turn.
I mean, I think so. I mean, I think, like, some of the things where, like, you hold it up for consideration.
Okay.
I mean, like I said, I can cut this card if you'd like.
If it's in our hand...
If you'd like, I can cut this card and
I
put
like
in...
the Royal Treatment, because at the very least it puts a 1-line counter on one of our things, and, like, if that's the floor, that's fine.
I mean, if you want, like I said, I can cut this for the Werefox, cut a roll for a roll, basically. I don't mind that.
That's true. Werefox does also give a roll in his... I think Werefox does more, in my opinion. But I also see Noah's point. I mean, this is just a 1 mana pump up spell if you want to look at it that way.
So I think what we could do, because I think back for seconds is our kind of like get stuff back, right? Royal Treatment is preventing them from going to the graveyard in the first place. I think if we don't have to run both. I think we can run one or the other. Either we let the removal spells kill our stuff and we get them back for the value, or we stop them from dying in the first place, which case back for seconds isn't as important. So I think if we want to cut Royal Treatment, we have back for seconds as a more innately baked in value card, which I think I'm okay with.
Sure.
Also, I really like Werefox, so I just kind of want to play more Werefoxes.
Oh, Werefox is pretty good. I have to agree with that.
I mean, the fact that also instant speed, they block with like a something stupid, and you're like, oh, I block your Hammock Goliath or whatever, your Scream Puff, and you're like, by the way, instant speed, my Scream Puff has trample. It's like, oof.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it being an instant is huge.
I mean, they'll go for also. We can also make changes in between games if we find that shit back for seconds doesn't do anything, or god damn, I wish I had hexproof right now. Like, we make changes. That's adaptive deck building. All right, but yeah, let's get into this game. This deck looks really sweet, guys.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's the catchphrase. I was waiting. Okay, so this hand is kind of weird. We're on the draw. We have. Like, there's a 3-drop that doesn't get us any value. If we draw into a 2-drop, we're fine. I don't know. This might be a mulligan. This is a weird one.
I think this is fine. You have 3 lands. You have a card that you can play. Right. I wouldn't try to get greedy here.
Yeah, I think that's totally fair. Also, limited every card you go down is, like, actually a big deal.
Yes, exactly. You have a stable hand right now. You just gotta pray you draw a second Green Source.
Yeah, this isn't the pre-release, but I kept a 1-land Utopia Sprawl, and I was like, don't worry, I'll get there. By turn 7, I had not gotten there. So, like, yeah, like, this is 3 lands is good. Ooh, the Iron Crag. Okay.
That card's really cool.
Yeah, you could play a swamp. I think I would play a swamp here.
I don't think we have any double black stuff on that would matter for this point, but I also think it's fine. Okay, so that's a bit annoying.
Play your 2/3, just to have something on board.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Give them a. If you're gonna hit me, I'll hit you back. Yeah.
Yeah, Andrew. If this was just me and you, we would not have drawn that forest. We needed Charles to balance this out.
Oh god.
They have a lot of lifelink here, which I don't love. I'm not enthused about this. Okay.
Oh, man. Dawn of Hope. Nice. I would. What does Howling, Galefang, it gains haste if you have something, right?
An adventure.
If you have an adventure.
Yeah.
Alright, so is it worth it to? Yeah, I guess you could try.
Well, so here's the option.
Yeah.
I don't have to cast it still. I can just play the Galefang. But I didn't. But they're not gonna like. I figured that they might just think it might be something, or think I have something, so I don't have to do anything. It's just free damage. I can't block anyway.
Sure.
Yeah.
In the words of the internet,
It's free real estate.
that's how that meme's used, right? I don't. This card's gonna be a problem though. Okay, so we have to discard 2 cards. I'm thinking Swamp.
Oh, look, we have 2 lands to discard.
I don't know if we want to discard 2 lands though. I could.
I
actually think that's not a bad idea here. I think we're already at 4 mana, so I don't mind as much.
Yeah, we can play everything in our hand. It's rather keep spells.
Yes.
Kill the
Look, I'm a
lifelinker.
genius.
You gotta kill their lifelinker fast.
I
Which one's
agree.
lifelinker? The 2/3?
They're 4/4. As long as well, as long as they have another fairy, it has lifelink. So if I kill the 2 Unveil guide, it does go away.
Kill the 2 Unveil guy.
Yeah. So I'm gonna play Feral Encounter. I can put just Monstrosity to get a creature that I can cast, because I can't cast any
Yeah.
of the rest of these.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get the minstrel.
All right. Go to combat. You fight you. That's so sick.
Interesting card.
So they can make a 1/1 with lifelink, but it costs them 4 mana, which is a lot.
They want that card draw.
Yeah, they do. Ooh, that's a good one. They can get the fairy back. They cannot. Oh, they can't. No, they cannot play it this turn. Oh, especially this. They didn't choose to have. Yeah, they didn't want it to become an artifact. Oh, they did. So now this doesn't tap for mana also. Interesting.
Interesting. Oh, I thought it equipped when it turned into an artifact or into an
Ooh, a
equipment.
5/7.
That
Wow.
hurts, but we're okay here.
Yeah, I mean, like, I would play, so, yeah, I would go to combat first, and you could try to swing with a bunch of dudes.
I think I
and see
just
if get-
attack with all out. Yeah, because I think she's not gonna block. Yeah, I didn't think so.
But I would have given it the Werefox roll.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
And then you would have created a 1/1 human so that you can block a menace creature on your.
Well, I still have a Vigilance guy, so I can still do that.
Yeah, I know, but you're missing out on 1 damage. I think this is going to matter because that's going to turn into a 5/7 lifelinker.
I mean, that's fair, yeah. I mean, I mean, that's valid.
Yeah, but
Okay.
this is Andrew's YouTube channel. We lose games to 1 point of damage all the time.
It's true. Yeah, are you gonna pay the 2 mana? No, they didn't. Okay. Yeah, this is problematic. Okay.
So at the end of turn, you want to give it the roll anyway, because you want your other Howling Gale thing to have haste.
I'm trying to decide who I want it on, though.
Yes.
Your biggest creature that would have trample.
Well, so I'm wondering if I just want to put it... Yeah, I mean, I guess it's fine.
You want your monstrosity to die so that you at least just don't die straight up
Well,
to
yeah,
2 flyers. And then you play the land, yeah, and then you play the Gale Fang, yep. And you just basically have to start running into face. You keep the 1/1 behind.
Yeah,
obviously.
I agree.
Yeah, and I need to crash the 1/1 in just to die.
So they saw the line. Yeah, we just die here.
No, yeah.
This is what I was thinking about putting the thing on that so they couldn't just chump it. Which is what I was hoping that this would die and they wouldn't get life. I guess it doesn't matter if they have lifelink. Yeah, it's fine. They got it. Maybe they'll chicken out. Return their
We can always
bow or naughty
just
to
accidentally
hand.
build charge.
Yeah, having a borrow naughty. That Neva was really good for them. Now they're just wasting my time. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. They got it. What a weird hand again.
I don't think this is a good hand, because you basically don't do anything for like the first
Four
4
turns?
turns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This hand's fine.
This one's better. I would put the hand like glutton on the bottom.
Sure.
Yes.
Very, very good start.
Nice.
Turn 1, food. Turn 2, snacks. Yes.
Alright, yeah, you can play the swamp and pass.
It doesn't really matter. I'm gonna play scavenger, then I'll play red tooth because I can put the roll on it. So there's like.
I use, like in 2-color decks, I usually play the second colored land in case if like I need to double green or double black a spell next turn and I have no idea what to do which.
I kind of like putting the counter on Greta here. It's also Greta can just attack.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's pretty good.
Also, it does mean that we can keep up the ability, which is nice.
Alright, yeah, I think you just attack with Greta and see what happens.
Oh yeah, true. I guess I could have put the roll on her anyway, and they wouldn't have been able to do anything, but that's fine. Is there a reason to?
I think you just let it connect and then you play the Hollow Scavenger. Or you could play the...
Oh, I think, yeah.
I play the Hollow Scavenger so you can make it into a 4-3 next turn.
Yeah, that's totally
And then
fair.
You have the food up to keep it up as a blocker.
Yeah.
Because you can sacrifice the food.
Yeah.
That is a good
Plus,
shout.
He's a really good fighter.
Stab wound is annoying, but that's fine. Sure, okay. It just means I'm going to have... so they've chosen to lose their creature.
So you have chosen death.
Interesting take there. Okay.
Stab wound your guy, kill my guy.
So here's
make
the...
him play
Here's what
something.
I'm... Ooh, I don't know, actually.
What is Greta's ability? She puts a +1/+1 counter. What's the other one?
One in a black sacrifice of food, draw a card, and lose a life.
Wow, that's really good.
It is. I'm wondering if I just throw the roll on, or attack with both, and throw the roll on Greta, and they can get 2 rats if they want. But I mean, we get stab wound off our board, so we stop taking damage. I think that's what I want to do here.
Yeah.
So they're not block. All right, they can't block. I forgot that's how that works. That being said, I think once again I just throw this, put the roll on my scavenger, and now I can block here if I need to.
Yeah.
So we're winning the damage race for sure right now.
What does Tingle Colony do?
It's whenever it takes damage. Yeah, you get when it dies, you make it a 1/1 black rat for each guy or each damage it took.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I do think I just block here. I don't really care about the 1/1 rats. They can't block.
Titanic growth on on your 2/3.
It's the card that says you can't play Blasphemous Act against the rat deck in Commander anymore.
So having a 3/4 is annoying, but that's okay.
Okay, this is very good. You could sacrifice the sacrifice the. Wait, did you go to combat?
Yeah. I mean, I have the Ferocious Werefox ability. I guess I would get rid of the roll ability, but I have the ability to sacrifice food.
Roll, yeah.
But I still have the ability to sacrifice a food for +2/+2. So
Sure.
I think they're not blocking, or if they are, they're an idiot. Yeah, that's fine.
You should sacrifice the food to pump it up.
I don't think we need to right now.
No, because you're going to kill the 3/4 this turn with the feral encounter. So.
No, it'll be next turn.
Sure.
Pre-combat. I just kind of want to get one of the Werefoxes out.
Okay.
Because at this point, they have very few blockers. I think if we have enough damage on board to be lethal at this point, it's kind of what I'm hoping. Because next turn I can pump this up pre-combat also and have it fight something.
That's true. That's true. I think
The man speaks facts.
Yeah, they're just...
yeah, you just take the rats.
Cool, yep. I think your play was totally valid, and I think I definitely got a little aggressive with going to combat. I'm much more like I'm much more like main 2 focused in a lot of ways, which is probably not great.
I think sometimes you want to be main phase 2, other times you want to be main phase 1. That's the reason why we have 2 main phases.
I mean, it's true. It is true. Cool.
Sure.
But next game, let's go. Okay, how does this keep happening?
I think this is fine.
I think it's fine too, but I'm still annoyed that this keeps happening. We've opened this genealogist all 3 games.
You have 7 4-drops is the issue.
We have 6 4-drops.
Okay.
It's still a lot, don't get me wrong. Okay, well, this is starting out like an Andrew game.
This is very unusual. Thankfully, Wizards decided that lane destruction will not be a thing, so lucky you, Andrew.
I've done it.
I would play the cat.
Just put a roll on it later.
Yeah, put it on roll.
Yeah, I guess it's fine.
You can also put a roll on it now, kind of thing, you know.
Well, the clear thing about countering it, so yeah, I can do it. Maybe I can do it instant speed if I need to.
Exactly. Well, no, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
You want your opponent to tap out. You get a 2/2 cat. You follow up with a 4/3 next turn.
That's true. Is not a bad idea.
And then you give the 4/3 a roll, and then you also have 2 mana open to then give your another guy a roll or whatever.
That card's pretty good. By
This
the way.
is this is
Howling's
really
supposed to
funny because now what we've done is made it so they cannot block this cat. If they block this cat, they lose their guy.
Yeah, because that's Death Touch.
I mean-
We can give it Death Touch, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, but like that's hilarious to me. To be like, this cat's coming, like, oh no, this stupid cat. But this card's very good. That card's also very good. So we do need to find a way to deal with this. Yeah, this card's gonna get bigger and bigger. Oh, that card's really good also. What the shit? Okay. Yeah, we need to.
You need
Oh.
to fight. You need to fight that
Shit. Yeah. I would have loved to draw a fight that shit card, but we have not.
Okay, well, just play your second Werefox then and attack with your cat.
I agree. The problem is, so they get to draw an extra card each turn, so they get to, like, they're just getting so much value from this. And this gets bigger every turn also.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
the problem here. That being said, the Tabby gets in for free.
The
for a while.
situation is unfavorable.
Yeah, we have removal spells in the deck. I know we drafted them. I'm getting really goddamn sick of
Damn,
these.
dude.
Yep.
Dude, the stun counters are real for this deck. This is the kind of deck I would want to be playing or drafting.
Yeah, I love the deck they're playing. It's one of my favorite decks in this format.
I swear we have. Alright, so let's just
Yeah,
play
play
this witch.
Yeah, and play the other guy too.
I agree. You may hit us in the air,
Put
but
the roll
I'm
on our cat
going
for the
wide.
value.
Sure.
Sure.
I don't like it, but I understand. That being said, I am gonna put this on my witch.
Yeah, so you have another 4/3.
Yeah. You can't stop the train.
Oh man, they didn't want to bargain away the Valiant's Messenger? Come on. It was
They could
the
have bargained away the
17,000 IQ play.
I know. Well, like you
Bargain
can't bargain
away.
away creature. You can only do art
Yeah.
the tokens or artifacts enchantments.
Yeah, you could bargain away the roll.
Oh, can you not?
Nope, you can't do creatures. It's a really interesting mechanic because it really is. It's like, oh, it's not just sacrifice. You can't like exploit. It really is like, no. It's a very specific type. Ha! You idiot! Joke's on you. Our hand was trash. You and your stupid fairies.
When they thought sees you and C5 lands. Shock yourself, idiot.
Nowadays, it's just grief.
That's rude of you.
That card, Johann's Stopgap is kind of iffy in this format because there's so many adventures.
Jesus Christo. Alright. Eat my ass, Spell Soren Coven. Granny's coming in.
Grandma.
Granny wants to play. But also, I think we're fucked. Like, I think we're in dire straits right now. Oh, that's really bad for us. Yep, so you get to succumb to the cold back? Yeah, that's cool, I guess.
This opponent gave up card draw for a tempo card. What kind of player is this player?
Someone who's gonna kill us in 2 turns.
Well, they're speaking my love language here.
Well, your love language sucks, Charles. You should find a new language. Mostly because it hurts us very badly.
I mean, this person clearly values killing you over drawing cards.
I mean, I understand. I just don't
Which is
appreciate
a very
it.
appropriate play.
I don't even know, man. All right. We're just quitting. We're going to the next game. Jesus.
You needed like
Oh.
a removal spell.
I needed.
See, we should. Our mistake was we didn't open those cards in our packs.
Yeah.
No, I think we should have just taken a second Shatter the Oath. That card is so good.
I mean, a second Shadow of the Oath wouldn't have changed the fact that we drew only lands. So.
This is also true. Some of the cards, we might need to reevaluate some of these cards. Yeah, this is good.
See, Charles, I will have this. I do say, you form opinions too quickly of cards. I think. You see them in play once, and you're like, this card wasn't good here. It's not good. It's like that's not necessarily true.
No, I it's not that the card is good or bad. I don't have the judgment of a card being good or bad. I just think that like in terms of what we're looking for in our deck, I think our deck wants to do certain things, and I'm just not sure if we're using.
So
the
why
right
didn't
card.
we play a swamp and put the lady on an adventure?
Because it just makes a roll token.
Yeah. And
No,
would
I
have
thought it
this
made
card.
food. Sorry,
No,
I'm
no,
not-
yeah, that's the wolf. No, because so like for instance, like art, they had a rare and a bunch of tempo spells.
Oh, no,
we
it's
had
the rare that makes the food.
Yeah, no, it's the wolf, the green wolf.
No, I mean,
Isn't
well,
there a
this is-
rare for one book that make? No, maybe I'm stupid.
So I would.
I can just
yeah,
kill the
put a
daredevil
roll.
here.
Yeah, graceful takedown. That's not a fight. That's a bite, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think you would gracefully take down the daredevil here.
Oh. Okay. I was like, please do the damage. Yeah, cool. Okay. Also means that Galefin comes out. Oh, we don't have a forest. Shit, we are looking at one forest.
It's okay. We'll top deck it.
That is a horrible lie, and you know it.
Or you just play the witch.
I am just gonna play the witch in the worst
No,
case.
it's okay. I believe it's there.
I think this card's. Oh, that's kind of funny. I mean, this card gets now a 4/4, so that's cool.
Nice.
I think the witch is just better here.
Yeah, the witch is better.
Yeah, well, first, fight me IRL. That's what I thought. If they had the bargain combat trick, though, I was gonna just shit my pants, so it's fine. There's a 1 mana +2/+2 if you bargain it, it gets
Yeah,
fly and lifelink,
Archon's
but
boring.
that would have made their guy a 5/5, and it would have been like, oh, sure.
I would have shit your pants too.
Okay, this is getting old. I mean, don't get me wrong, I can block your stuff, so I'm not super concerned. In fact, I'm still just gonna swing in with this. I'll leave the witch back to block because it blocks the rat catcher very well, but
Oh man, this would have been a great trade if your opponent tried to game block this.
and now when this
Yeah, I think that was the ideal scenario.
Did you crack your food or something? How
no,
come you only have one food?
because we had one welcome sweet tooth.
Oh,
The
I
saga
see.
hasn't made one yet.
forgot. Yeah, sorry.
So chapter 3 will put
That's
3 counters on something, which is pretty good. Make this a 4/4, make this a 5/6 menace. Like, it's pretty good.
5/6 menace ain't nothing to sneeze at.
No, I'm just amazed by how our deck has been screwing us, considering we have an exactly even mana split. We found last game also 1 forest and 7 swamps or whatever it was, and now it's like, just like, impressive.
I think
Well,
don't you
Should
have
we be
more
splitting
green?
even?
Yeah,
or
yeah,
should
exactly.
we lean green?
It's
Yeah,
because
don't you have more green
I believe-
sources than black?
I believe it's because earlier we have more black stuff early in the curve. But I mean, that being said, that's something we could definitely consider. Also, though, this does fix our problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a slow forest, but it
Yeah,
is a
it's just-
second green source.
Choo choo coming in. If you want to block me, that's fine.
I almost would not have played it and bluff a green pump spell. Because you only have one green.
Well, I mean,
source right
if they want to triple block and trade for that, like, they could do it. Oh, A+, have fun.
Well, no, it's not triple block. It's if they had a combat trick that they want to play.
Oh, yeah, no, I gotcha.
Yeah.
So what I am thinking, though, is... sure.
I think you bargain the glutton next turn, and then you razzle dazzle them with the Howling Gale Fang the turn afterwards.
I like razzle dazzling them. Yes, I mean I do agree with that. I think I'm gonna sacrifice the 1/1 as opposed to the food. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Okay, so I'm putting the counters on the Conceited Witch, right?
Yes.
Making enormous Menache.
4/5. Yes.
5/6. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because it's
enormous
1 plus the number of food you
Menache,
have.
yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna
Oh my
attack
God.
with both of these. Because what are you gonna do, opponent? The answer is die. Oh, cool. You actually are gonna die. That's fine. I mean, yeah. So now
I think you bargain the food.
it's funny because I don't even have to bargain. I can just hard cast it.
Oh yeah, then just hard cast it.
That's true.
Like, I mean, we're gonna gain 3 life here. I'm not worried about dying. Their Gingerbread's gonna be made unblockable anyway, and I am no longer afraid of anything on their board. Yep, cool. So when this deck works, it's very strong. Like, our mid-range threats are very scary.
I mean, your opponent had a bunch of 1/1s against your army of 4/3s and 4/4s.
That's what I'm saying. Scary mid-range sets. Also, to be fair, Welcome to Sweet Tooth I think is genuinely a good card.
Good.
I didn't hit recording before just hitting keep on that hand because the hand was very good. So I was like, I'm keeping it. The end. Play a X1. Do it. Damn it. Alright, they're the 4 cost or whatever deck. Okay. This is fine. Let's get welcomed to Sweet Tooth.
I'm Sweet Tooth. Put her there.
So next turn I do get to play Witch though, and this guy gets to be made a 4/4, which is pretty good. So that's pretty nice. No way, this card's decent, especially on turn
against
2.
that
It's
line.
pretty good. Great, you don't get to draw cards so that it does actually matter. That's annoying. Hasty Mandork is pretty good. Ah, that's even better. That's a good one. Okay.
I think
yeah.
you give your guy a roll.
Really, we're making a food? Because that way this will get even more counters for next turn.
It's still a +1/+1 either way with the roll, right?
Sure, but this is a roll I could then use later.
Well, the roll gives your Galefang haste, so that you have. an
No, it
option
doesn't.
to- I thought Galefang was like
As long as you own a card in
Oh,
X
So
as
it's
adventure.
if you have a creature and
See, my bad. I misunderstood.
No,
what that
you're totally fine. If that had been what it did, I agree with you 100%.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I just like this is
how dare you not know what a card other than you said does, Charles?
I don't know.
Jesus.
Like I said, I haven't really.
I'm not forgiving him. No, we're done. That's totally fine.
Yep. All right.
Oh, for the goodness of boy, I love that card.
I will block here. Yeah, that's totally fine. Ooh, Candy Grapple's really good here.
Saga do?
So 2 creatures get +2/+2 and gain trample until end of turn. So
Okay.
what I'm thinking is that I just play Welcome to Sweet Tooth and Candy Grapple away one of the foods to kill the Beanstalk Worm. Or the 1/1 away. I can just get rid of the 1/1.
Well, the 1/1 only gets bigger when you attack with a bigger creature, right?
This person. No.
The 1/2 when you attack with a creature power.
When she
4
attacks,
greater.
when she attacks, you have a creature power 4 or greater.
Yeah, I think you kill the beanstalk.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was saying about killing. I was gonna play Welcome to Sweet Tooth and sacrifice our token to kill Beanstalk Worm.
Yep, that makes sense.
Because I could leave our food around so that our this guy we
I
play will
think-
be even bigger.
I guess. Yeah.
So my thought is that the food is gonna be more useful than the 1/1, especially because it means we can trade. Like, I don't know. I think that's a.
Yeah, the saga just rewarding us for having a bunch of food around, I think, is reason enough to keep
Yeah.
food around.
And now they can
And
only
we
get one creature. She can only give Ruby +2/+2, so we're still gonna get hit, but it's not as much as it could be.
We got the food.
Because we can play Gilfang next turn, and then on the following turn, it can be an 8/8 Vigilance.
Correct. Green red, eat your heart out. Yeah, that ain't
That's a commander stat line, to be sure.
4 mana 8/8. That's commander, baby. Oh, that's actually really perfect for us. So play this. I do think, yeah, I'm just gonna attack. There's pretty much no reason not to, and I have a rat out if I need to use it. Cool. Play this as a 4/4 who will, you're correct, be an 8/8, and I still have rat out up just in case.
Pretty good.
This is pretty good. We got 3 Howling Gale Fangs. That seems crazy to me. Like, this
That's
card's
doing
very
work.
powerful.
Yes. Quite good.
So here's the question. What do I put the roll on? The dude or the Gale Fang?
Do you put it on the Gale Fang? I
Cool.
think. Yeah.
Is it a monster roll?
No,
No,
it's a royal roll, but you don't want the Gale Fang to get.
Oh, so it gives it ward.
Yeah.
Got it. Yep. I was gonna say, if it's monster or royal, we should put it on the Gelfang. If it's anything else, it should probably go on the other guy.
You, I guess, rat out.
It doesn't really matter. I want to make sure Ruby dies. I mean, they're not going to kill us, but this way it lets us just kill both things.
I feel like you could rat out after damage has been dealt.
Yeah,
and
that's
you-
also
you
true.
pick-
That's honestly probably a much better play. Oh, that's funny. So they do get to kill our peasant. But Ruby's dead, and that's what I care about most.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
that red combat trick is pretty.
That card's
thick,
very
too.
good. Yeah, 1 mana plus 3/1 for that turn, and then forever just +1/+1 and trample. Like,
Titan strength is pretty good.
yeah, especially Titan Strand didn't give Titan Scry didn't give trample, right? I think.
It's scryed.
Yeah. Theros.
I
good
believe
set.
it's great. Yeah.
Yeah, it's in my cube. All right, next game. Stirl the Pro. This is great. Yeah, turn 3 Gale Fangs.
All right.
Yep.
I
And then
do.
we got the back for seconds. Get them back when they die.
It's true. We want everything to. Oh, well, if we rat out, we can bargain something.
Yeah.
So it is funny if we need to actually get a token. The way rat out works is just up to 1 creature, so you can actually target nothing just to get the rat.
Yep.
You grabby fucking giant! How dare you?
It's mine.
Give me. Ooh, that card's a problem actually. Oh, never mind. No longer a problem. Won't they be annoyed when I decide to put a monstrous roll at instant speed on it? God, this card's
Yeah, and
ass is so
then-
big.
The next Galefang will have haste.
Correct.
Oh.
Do that.
What? You can look at the top card of your library and can play instant sorcery from the top of your library.
Once a turn, and it's also just a 2/5 for 4. The card's very good.
Do you see that
They
Doctor
have
Who
to play.
card that lets you look at the bottom of your library and cast things off the bottom?
Yeah, the one of the companions or whatever.
All right. So, I would play the. Oh, so what's Warehouse Tabby's trigger? Can I read that?
When a champion goes to the graveyard.
yeah,
it's
I
like-
would play the Tabby first and then attack with the 4/4.
Yeah, that makes
And
sense.
see- Yeah. And then see how they respond to this.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Now you give it the Werefox roll. And you want to tap, yeah, double green for that. Keep the black man open.
Surprise, asshole. Also, now I have still Death Touch up because 2 mana. That's nice.
Yeah.
My cat? You son of a bitch.
Okay, all right, yeah, that's fine, that's fine. I was just wondering if it like did anything else other than
No,
that,
yeah, it's just that. Yeah.
because you could be cute and be like, no, it's dead because of a rat. All right, yeah, play the other guy.
Vroom, vroom, vroom.
Here comes the boom.
Oh, and the Rata is kind of sick if they block with Johan on the 4/4. We still can.
Yeah, we can put.
Order. Yeah, just right out after combat.
Yeah,
we can see if they have tricks. All right, cool. Second main.
Yeah, you're right. Dear opponent,
Nice.
suck it.
Dear opponent, fuck you.
Ooh, opponent.
Watch it, now we're gonna top deck our next.
Ooh, opponent.
Now you get to do the thing. Bargain your rat. Get back your tabby. Or, yeah, you get back your tabby and you get your 4/4.
And it's still got haste.
Yeah, your opponent has GG'd.
That.
Told you that card would be good.
Alright, to be fair though, that was kind of like magical Christmas land for using that card. It is what we wanted it to do, but that was
You had
kind
exactly
of sick.
2 creatures in your graveyard. It didn't, and you had the token to sacrifice. Everything, the stars were aligned that day.
To be fair, we are in a deck that makes a lot of tokens. But even, don't get me wrong, even I was like, yeah, that's
And it had haste because you still had your adventure in the adventure zone.
Alright, so this hand's weird.
I don't know if I would keep this.
Yeah,
man.
like, it potentially is very good.
screaming- You are. How lucky do you feel, Punk?
It's me,
Keep
I
it.
can't
Just
do it.
keep it.
It's me, I can't do it.
Yeah,
This
keep it
is
safe, keep it
fine. I think I'm
Yeah,
gonna throw the encounter.
Yeah, pitch the encounter.
That
You already have
hurt.
another
Yeah,
one.
we have a
Say,
we have a
throw the
grapple. We're
double
okay.
from-
Yeah.
That wolf is going to be a problem.
We got grapple. If they just cast it on 3, we're okay.
Well, that's the point. You're using grapple on the wolf.
I mean, that's
Well,
fine though. Like, I think we might need to. That being said, I could also, depending on what they do, I mean, it's a 3/2. I could just throw a roll on this 80 attack in and see if they want to trade, or trade with a 2/3. Like, there's options.
Yeah. I think you don't need to throw a roll or anything. I think you just set yourself up for it. All right. It looks like our opponent is color screwed, or they're in mono green. Either which, is good for us. Play the Sweet Tooth Witch and ship the turn.
Yeah, I think it's a good call.
Yeah.
We're gonna
They
get
stack the- Yeah.
a lot of a lot of counters next turn, so that works for me.
Yeah. Does back for seconds?
Yeah,
with
that's a
enchantment?
pretty powerful card.
It's just creatures.
Yeah, this is a really good play pattern in limited here. Like, this is just really this is better than most other things.
I think the food deck, they did it, like, I think this deck is powerful. Like, I don't know if they, like, it's one of those decks where, like, you look at it, you're like, oh, the food deck should be kind of, like, too difficult to get working, but it's like, no, this deck is good. Oh, that's really good. Okay.
Well, we're getting to a critical test of like food sets between
fine.
Lord of the Ring
Take the
and this
six.
set, where like food as an archetype in other formats is starting to become interesting.
Cool. All right. So we didn't hit a land, which is unfortunate. I think we do just play the tabby and then just kill our opponent's 4/3. It's just a monstrous creature.
we
right?
can't do that. We only have one black source.
Oh, okay. Then I would just kill the 4/3. They haven't played anything, and yeah.
I think it's fine. Yeah.
This way.
It's not their best use of our mana, but oh, there we go. Okay, so it's sick. Okay, so now
I would give it the roll, and then I would play the tabby.
let's play the tabby first in case. No, it doesn't really matter. Whatever.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, exactly.
Also, it's green. They're not gonna have like green instant speed
Yeah.
kill a thing out of nowhere.
Exactly. This is why I was saying, like, if they're either color screwed or they're mono green, then
Yeah.
it's still good for us because they're not going to be able to interact as long as they only have that one wolf in play for us to deal with.
Oh,
You didn't
there's
hear
our-
about the 2 mana, the double green target creature gets -17 on this set.
It's like that one white spell where you like nuke the entire board just to draw one card.
Oh yeah. This is kind of
Think-
sick.
Yeah, we give the wicked roll to our 2/3, so it's a 3/4, and then we just start rampaging and keep the cat back.
All right, he gets death touch. So they're not gonna
So
block.
anyway, it's starting to
Oh, nice.
So they go to 2, which
And then you play the witch.
Yep. Good luck, opponent. Okay, cool. Damn. All right. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, as long as we're on the beatdown, it's okay.
Yeah.
Everything's good.
As long as we're on the beatdown, everything is a-okay. I mean, I feel that's what green-black wants to do. It's just like you get so much incremental value while just having big idiots and good removal. Like,
Well, Candy Grapple is the huge pivot.
that card's so good. Yeah, that was a good call. That was a good call pivoting on that because
Yeah.
it was like 4th or 5th pick, which is like way too late for that card.
But the fact is that their 4/3 died to a removal spell, and that's literally what broke the game for them.
Yeah.
Like if
This
they
hand
had
is
anything,
great, by the way.
Yeah.
yeah. Keep it. Yeah. Mana Dork helps it.
I wondered do we play the Mandork on 2 or the Minstrosity?
I think if you hit a land, you play the Monstrosity. If you don't hit a land, you definitely.
I think
play the
that's
Dork.
totally fair. Yeah.
Yeah. Just getting Greta down on 3 is really good.
Cool. Yeah, we're good
Okay,
then.
so he's curve Minstrosity like Greta.
3 power into 3 power into 3 power. Rah!
I mean, that's kind of what our deck is supposed to do, right? It's just like threat after threat after threat.
Yeah. That is a-okay.
I think it's bigger whenever something dies.
Yes. We have Graceful Takedown, which we can use, but I'm also not super afraid
It's
right
not the-
now.
Yeah, it's not the worst thing right now. Yes. And then you play Greta.
Yep. Which also means if we need to next turn, I can just make a food and cast Graceful Takedown. Like, I'd be fine with that. Because if they want to just, like, throw the rat in, this will still just kill that, because it's just doing 3 damage to it. Ooh, the Raging Battle Mouse.
Oh, your second spell costs 1 less, or something like that. Yeah, don't block.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll just take 3.
Alright, this is great.
Do I just play the 4/4, or do I play the Fawn and take down that?
I think you go on an adventure, and you swing with Greta, and then you see what happens afterwards.
Okay, that's totally fair. Okay.
Okay. I would take down the 2/1 here.
That's yeah, that's fine.
The 2/1 that gets bigger.
Yeah.
It's enchanting.
So one creature does the damage, and if any other creature that's enchanted, they can chip in extra damage.
Oh, got it.
So it's like, do you remember Team Up from Battle Bond?
Yes.
It's almost like that.
Yeah.
It's the,
Weird. Okay, I was trying to read that card real quick because I didn't think we could cast it.
Ooh, okay, that card's good. I am glad we have the Feral Encounter now. Yeah, I'll take the
No
one.
block. I would play, that guy.
Because he's got haste.
Yeah, I like Elfing.
Alright. Swing. Yeah, you might as well swing with the team.
I don't care if the Minstrosity dies, I get another food, which means I can use it to...
Draw more cards or pump your guy up.
Yeah, do I want to just put a counter on someone?
No.
So I can put... actually... No, I 100% am. Because Gale, if they play the Decadent Dragon next turn, I can use the Feral Encounter to just do 5 damage to a 4/4.
Okay.
Yep.
Sure.
Because I feel like
They
it's what...
don't have enough mana to play a removal spell and the dragon. Sure.
Exactly.
Yeah, they can undo one or the other, and you're basically baiting them with a 5/5.
That's kind of what I'm hoping. I mean, black, they could definitely have the black removal spell, but it's like... I don't know.
Also, Hollow Scavenger is just really good with all the food. You can just one-shot them with the Hollow
Also,
Scavenger.
you don't use it once a turn.
Oh.
It's still...
Well,
I mean, it's still a
it's still
5/4
one-shot.
thread. Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, they're at 7. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Oh, they're getting rid. Yeah, so they're getting rid of Greta. Interesting, but they can't. They've. What?
Fascinating.
No blocks.
They. What could they have?
They have a treasure token, so I don't know what 1 mana spell, pump up spell that they got.
I mean, I can't do extra damage, so they do just go to 2. I'll play the
And then-
scavenger.
And then you should play the 1/3 also.
Sure, yeah.
Wait, how many creatures are in their graveyard?
2.
Okay. Jason and I got blown out.
Oh, they could have a back for seconds.
Oh, no, the Spectre of Mortality.
Yeah, Spectrum Mortality.
That card's good. No, we can also pump though with our Hall Scavenger, so we're fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of 6 mana. They could maybe have 7. Even then, I think. I mean, they have to play 2 threats. Cause yeah, okay. Yeah, so we're getting wins.
Nice.
Rank it, like just ranking these in. I do appreciate having you guys on for like lines of play because it is interesting to see. Like, I'm like, here's what I'm thinking, and then you're like, try this instead. I'm like, huh, that is a different access, but it is still very good. It's like I like the different thought process.
4/4 Vigilance Haste, I think, is better than a 4/3.
I mean, yes. Well, that, uncommon versus common, but yeah.
Yeah, something that can't get candy grappled, essentially.
Thing that dies to lightning bolt, not as good as thing that doesn't die to lightning bolt.
Yeah.
Well, dice to candy grapple versus dice to bargain to candy grapple. That's the difference.
I've just noticed that every game that we've been winning with a 4/4 Vigilance guy. And every game that we've been losing, we've been drawing only 4/3s.
Shit, is Charles right? Shit. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Charles is dead on the head. 4/4 better than 4/3. I will agree to this. That card's crazy though. It has haste with anything on adventure. Like, ugh. All right, so I think this hand is fine.
They have a removal
This hand
spell.
is fine, but not great.
Yeah.
Yeah, back for seconds is pretty awkward with this hand.
This one is for all the marbles. We're 6 and 2 right now, so this is for the either 6, 3, or 7. Oh, we've done it. We've done it. I can put a roll on him. I can kill things. That's probably dying because that's the aggro card. There's literally no other reason to play that other than your aggro. Also, I could just block. You won't. You got it. I don't have to spend my removal spell. I am happy to do so.
Yeah. What's awkward is if you give it a roll, it doesn't trigger when it dies because the roll leaves
Yeah.
as a state boost action.
Yeah.
I played the Conceited Witch.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, by the time the roll leaves the battlefield, the creature's already in the graveyard. They don't go to the graveyard at the same time, so the trigger never sees the roll leaving. That's just an FYI to the comment section.
Yeah, it's always one of those like, I bet this works. You're like, nope, no, it does not. Plus one
Rolls are-
minus one. Interesting.
Well, Gavin Verhey made a really helpful tweet on the day of the pre-release. He's like, hey, be careful about bargaining second main phase after your creatures have blocked and stuff. Don't accidentally sacrifice a roll that puts your creature at lethal damage.
We'll see what they have, but I'm borderline about to end this man's whole career. Well, they didn't block. Okay, they're not complete idiots.
You should put a roll on it still, though.
I think that's a-okay to do so, because I can hold up the grapple still.
I mean,
Yeah,
Trample
we have-
Menace is also really good. You get 1 point in extra and you still get to... You want to get as many 1 points of damage in as possible because you're going to be getting 1 points of extra damage every turn now with this Conceited Witch. And it's like what makes Menace so good.
They're not interesting.
You should swing again. Your opponent has kept mana open now.
Yeah. Does make me aware they have a trick or something, but I guess I don't really care.
I think you kill the 2/3.
They're both 2/3s.
Which one?
The blue 2/3.
Sure.
The red 2/3 doesn't do
The blue
anything.
3.
So when pass the damage, see
Oh,
they...
wait.
Oh, we can candy grapple one of them.
My fear is that we go to candy grapple and they have something in response. This way I can just
Yeah.
play the 4/3. I'm less concerned, and we still have something for back for seconds now.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, I was about to say
Yeah.
that. Like, it was like you still have back for seconds, and you're basically trying to create a scenario with back for seconds right now, essentially, because you have the card to do that.
I think this card's bad. It does a lot, but 3 mana to do 1 damage, make a treasure, draw a card. Just feels like you're spinning your wheels, but like not in a significant way.
The
That's
fake cord is so powerful.
that's not bad, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's the other thing about that card. Play a little loosey-goosey in combat, because you can just get stuff back. You don't really have to care if it dies.
That's for bad Magic players. No, what are you talking about?
No, that's just how you play black.
Yeah, I think I'm
Just
gonna
over there.
keep the aggro on.
This is okay. It was gonna die anyways.
They probably have a removal spell for Werefox, but if they just put like a tap down or a lockdown on it, I could just sacrifice the roll for Hamlet Glutton, so that's okay. Or
You're in a
back for
pretty good
seconds.
spot.
Yeah, I think we're alright. I mean, they have a lot of cards in hand. But that being said, we have 2 big threats on board.
They have a lot of cards in hand, but they're in a losing position, so they need to play a lot of those cards to get back into a winning position.
Ooh, that's a good one, though. That's a really good
That is
card.
right. It's very, very good. That costs them 4 mana, though, so they're still in a losing position.
Yeah.
And we are going back for seconds. Or we're playing our giant.
Ooga chaka, ooga ooga.
Swing with our 4/3.
Yeah, it's also got trample, which is nice.
Yep. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we are winning this game with 4/3s. Because they decided, yeah. Because they just didn't have enough ways of dealing with a 4/3. Alright, play our giant.
Ooga chaka, ooga ooga ooga.
Are we getting mana leaked here? Okay.
I can't stop this feeling.
Wait, mana leak. What's the?
They
this
spell-
is the conditional.
They have Spell Stutter, which is
Yeah,
Spell
Spell
Stutter
Stutter,
Sprite,
green?
but it's 2 mana. It's 1 and a blue, and but it doesn't have a body. So it's Spell Stutter Sprite, but it counters for 2 instead of 1 to start with.
Yeah. It also doesn't leave a 1/1 on the battlefield.
Yeah,
Alright, we have 2 tramplers. This is great.
this is pretty good.
Hamlet is a trampler, right?
Yes, Hamlet is a trampler.
Oh yeah, nice.
We do still have back for seconds also, so even if like we can't play it, like I can just put a conceded roll on something. Like that seems good. Like I'll back for
Yeah.
seconds.
Well, no, you need a
Oh,
second.
we would
Also,
need-
we
yeah.
could put the witch on the field and get the trample adventure back to hand too.
True.
So,
Yeah.
so
Well, no, we
so-
can't bargain anything right now, but yeah.
you can't bargain.
Oh yeah.
I would say Candy Grapple is just good here because it makes sure that you trample enough damage through
Yeah, I agree.
to win the game, and that's the best play right now because you don't have a second black source, so no need to get fancy with the spices, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, this is also really good.
I just play.
Yeah, I
I'd
would
probably
probably
just play the
feral
feral.
encounter first.
Yeah. See how your opponent responds.
Yeah, because if they have to use a removal spell here or some kind of response, like it's
yeah,
pretty
this
good.
gives you. This is a lot of information for you, this way.
Oh, I whiffed.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
That sucks.
All right. Just go to combat.
I mean, I think we're fine.
Am I
but,
choosing
like, it's
Glutton to
kinda-
fight the Redcap Thief, or am I doing Werefox so that if they have to remove it, it's less of a big deal for us?
Do Glutton to fight the where.
Okay.
To fight the thief. Because you want your opponents to just be playing any tricks, so that way on your second main you have the most information.
Sure. Well, so my thought was using Werefox to fight it. I guess if they have a combat trick, but my thought was if they want to remove it, they could spend like their balance spell or something on this guy, and we still have our 6/6 in play. So it's like, making them like get rid of our less valuable target. Yeah, because
so
they have this.
Oh,
Top or bottom? Top seems fine, right?
top is fine.
Yeah.
All right.
So that was my thought. Yeah. So that's why I was thinking that, but that's okay.
Yeah.
We still
All
have.
right, so I would back for seconds.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to.
Okay.
Sure.
Alright. And then back for seconds, get back the Werefox and the Conceited Witch. And then you wanna just pass a turn.
Yeah.
Or no, you could stick the monstrous roll.
End of turn, I can
before
still
the-
do it. It's still instant speed, so I don't mind giving him the.
Yeah. Hit us for first blood.
Because things like so they can play some flyers here, but I do get to put the counter on, and if I want to, I can just bargain. Like I can attack first and then bargain away the roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
Yep. Now we have a 5/4.
Do they have another removal spell? They have 3 mana. They could. Interesting. Okay.
All right. I guess we play our Hamlet.
Yes. I mean, it also once again gains us another 3 life, so I'm not mad about it. Their deck is very good. They have a lot of really good cards. This card's crazy.
Yeah, twining twins. I think
Yeah,
is what you
Twining
said.
Twins.
Yeah, it's a 4/4 Sarah Angel
Yes.
with Ward 1.
Yeah,
Damn. They got a 4/3.
yeah. Sarah Angel for 1 less mana with upside.
All right, so you want to
Absolutely
give the
nuts.
Wicked roll to our. Okay, so they're tapped out. Let me think about this. Man, this is tough because
I think it's fine. I think I'm gonna put the Wicked Roll on the Glutton attack because this can still get through everything. I can use Candy Grapple to get rid of the roll if I need to.
that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah,
But I think
Right, swing.
yeah. I mean,
Alpha Strike.
I make him
and we
trade
can we can pay the ward cost on the twining.
Yeah,
twins.
that's the thought. Yep, so this is what I was hoping they would do here. This is a-okay, so now I can just grapple without bargaining.
Yep.
Yep, because I can just kill this.
And then you trample how much over? Oh, you should have. You
Hey,
should
oh, I could have bargained for one more. No, because I would lost the
Oh, no,
power.
yeah. It would not have mattered.
I literally was sitting there, was like, did I screw up? But I was like, no, I think I accounted for this. Okay.
We could have. Yeah, never mind.
No, this is fine. We put, I think we're still fine. Like, we have 2 trample guys. That can't block, so I don't care. That can, though. This is still okay, I think. That's pretty good. Might as well just play this, get a food so we can survive, and then, yeah, just... I can play both things.
Well, I almost rather you just keep it in hand because now you have all public information for your opponent.
Sure.
Your opponent's so
Wicked Aura, baby!
Yep.
That's a 7 and
Wow, that was
2.
good.
We got there.
Nice.
Alright, that was a good last game. Alright, let's go to the deck real quick. Yeah, well done, boys, well done. Congrats
Yeah,
all
solid fight on
around.
the back with the
Yes.
3-headed giant managed to get there.
So I will say, I said Charles is correct. Howling Galefag won us a lot of games. This card's kind of nutso. Like, it's so easy just to have, like, the Conceited Witch is just a good, like, throw a roll on something. Werefox, throw a roll on something. So cheap, so, like, efficient. Just, like, usually, like, 1 or 2 mana for +1/+1 and effect. And then this guy just goes, oh, by the way, cool, you have Sudden Adventure. 4/4 Vigilance Haste for 4. At uncommon. Like, that's really powerful. Especially with so many ways to put rolls on it also.
Incredibly solid.
Yeah.
I mean,
Also
well,
fantastic artwork.
I think half of our games were won either by the Galefang or simply by the Welcome to Sweet Tooth.
Yeah, this card is crazy. Like, the fact that this card alone, with no other food synergies, makes a 1/1, makes a food token to gain you life, and then puts 2 counters on, at worst, your 1/1. Like, for 2 mana, that is a lot of built-in value. And, like, you know, we have other ways to make food, so sometimes, like, what is it? The one game we played, like, 2 in a row, we put 5 counters on a creature? Or 4? Like, it was crazy.
I will say that our best removal spell was Candy Grapple. The Feral Encounter, it was actually, like, I think worse than any of our other removal spells because it was double green. And we had often awkward situations getting double green or, you know, double black. And Feral Encounter was also just kind of like, because it's different than Graceful Takedown where we're fighting. Feral Encounter requires that we're fighting, so if we're double green just to fight, it wasn't necessarily like the best removal that we could ask for.
I think in a deck where we're 2 colors, it's good. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think you're 100% spot on the money there. I think, like, Graceful Takedown was better. I think Candy Grapple is one of the best removal spells in this format, bar none. Like, it's just so flexible and efficient. Feral Encounter is interesting, though, because it is essentially, like, early game, it's a fight spell. Late game, it is a draw a card and play a creature and also a fight spell. So, like, Feral Encounter's very good early game, very good late game. I think, that being said, it is a worse removal spell early game than either of our other 2-drop removal spells. Like, for
I'm just
sure.
saying, I'm just saying that for drafting and future choices in drafting, like if I see a Feral Takedown and Candy Grapple, I think I would take Candy Grapple over Feral Encounter.
I think that's totally fair. I think black is really powerful in this format. I think that's, like I said, really good. Also, just funny note, I noticed that in all of our games, we didn't see the 2 cards we have in our 5-drop slot. We never saw either Scream Puff or Shadow of the Oath.
Greta also, it's funny because Greta was like the prime target of a lot of removal, but that was literally all that she did.
Yeah, she was a 3-mana 3/3 that made a food token, and then it was like immediately like 8 every single piece of removal, and it was just like, okay, she was a 3/3 who made us a food. She did her job, like.
For all intents and purposes,
and that
Hollow
was just
Scavenger,
good enough.
Yes, exactly. But when you think about that, Hollow Scavenger does basically as much as she does, but yeah, is
one
less
color, yeah.
and, yeah.
I guess
think
technically
that's just kind of
you can use it to put like permanent counters or draw cards. I just feel like it's like, I mean, I think
the
this
3 toughness is really good though.
Yeah, I agree with that.
To be fair, I think if Greta doesn't die, she's kind of insane.
Yeah, well, the thing is that with the way that we were playing, we never really wanted to give up our food too early in the game. Being really aggressive with this deck, I think punishes us, and Andrew did some really good piloting, playing very conservatively, and not, giving up his removal or too early or too soon, and really focusing on getting that curve just right on all of his plays, allowed him to take all the games that he was winning. And also overcome whatever our opponents were trying to do, especially when our opponents were like, the play with the tabby. Like the Death Touch was really great as the removal because this deck is actually pretty limited in removal. But the one few key removal pieces we did play changed the tide of this game drastically because we had such big creatures to overwhelm our opponents. When we don't have our removal, that sucks. That Esper deck that we lost against.
Just one fairy repeatedly kicking our teeth in as we had to stare at it. Yeah.
Yeah. Because again, like
no removal.
Yeah, we had like I think 3 4/3s or 4/4s in play, and even like a 5/5, and we were just getting tapped down, and all we needed was just a removal spell to get rid of that nasty, problematic fairy. Or even just a way to get rid of the enchantment. But just, again, the likelihood that we find something like that is very hard, and a lot of the play patterns that we have of like forcing our opponents to block just didn't really work well against that strategy when our opponents can just play spells to tap our stuff down.
Yeah, I think it definitely shows like the different types of matchups, because it was just like against the red-white or like, the green-red decks. It's like, okay, we're going to throw 2 big creatures at you. Our creatures are too big. You don't have a good way to deal with this. So
they end up naturally 2-for-1ing against your own creatures.
Exactly. But yeah, as you're saying, like literally, just that deck was play 1 threat that grows, draw some extra cards, and then just repeatedly tap stun, play the monster back that gets back the spell that taps and stuns. And it was like, we have all these guys, and you're attacking with 1 guy in the air, and we literally cannot beat it. It's like,
yep.
Oh.
And to give it some perspective, the last opponent that we played had, somewhat similar. It was like, I think, Jeskai, right?
Yeah.
And they were doing something rather similar as well. They had really impressive board state, but at that point, we were just overwhelming them with a huge, like, 7/7. But again, I think that was because of the Candy Grapple. Like,
yeah, Candy Grapple
they
is
had,
huge.
Yeah, if they had succeeded in the first block and killed our Candy Grapple, or killed our Glutton, and we didn't have the Candy Grapple, then they would have like 7 more toughness on the board that we couldn't stop,
All right, well, this draft was super fun. We got there. We did our first draft together, 7-2. We got the 7 wins, guys. That's killer. So, I mean, thank you again for joining me. I really appreciate it. I love hanging out with you guys.
I was gonna say, yeah, thanks for having us.
Of course. I mean, I'd love to have you all back. I love spending time with you, drafting with you guys. So, literally anytime. And yeah, everyone, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you for sticking around. And well, there will be more Wilds of Eldraine in the near future because this set is fun. So, in the meantime, peace.